Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have...
Just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Arkansas State 7, Indiana 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dick?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this.
He lofts one down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing.
What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. The 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
21, Indiana, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jet. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He'll do it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him in that last play.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that.
Pulls it in on the right. Oh, look out! And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Number 21.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Arkansas State 28, Indiana 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. First down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, that could have been bad.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Arkansas State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
35, Indiana 7.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Holds and fires complete to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They move the tight end all over. Wide out in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 21.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Indiana, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. And he makes the grab at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Donald. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
325.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Red Wolves are marching down the field.
Jackrabbit.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 21.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. The Red Hawks of Miami looked like a serious force in a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again. This offensive line has to step up.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner is stopped. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Wolves in the hurry up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down.
Here we go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Arkansas State, number 15.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Indiana, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Well, after struggling so much in the 1st half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the 2nd half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Red Wolves have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Give to the fullback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back, but occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it, but when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give them the football.
The option look. Now the toss. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the pummeling has started.
Number 21 with the carry.
And with the extra point, they push.
Is good.
A little further. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards.
Arkansas State.
And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And how nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing the heat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
And he'll pick up the... A tough run there.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Lizzie. Igloo.
He's got it. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And the punishment has been extended. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. A 3rd and long coming up here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back. So keep...
And he breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down.
And this is the area.
Touchdown, Arkansas State! And the route... That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed behind the line, it's Silva. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That'll get... move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And they try the middle. Defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Try to get it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that looked like that was going to be a great play on defense. They had tremendous penetration up front. They were able to gobble up the running back, but the quarterback made a better decision, a quick decision to pull that football and go take off.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's a fake. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he grabs it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.